Welcome to another episode of Whitetail Rendezvous, coming to you 6 days a week as we interview whitetail experts and hear their traditions and personal stories of the hunt. Learn more about the latest gear, discover proven tips, and the latest strategies so you can make your next hunt a success. Now here's your host, Bruce Hutchin.
Here. This is Bruce Hutchin at ATA 2019, surprise, surprise. And this is the last interview of the day, but I say that's the last. And the folks over at Rackology, Eric and Jason, have put together something really special. And if you don't know about Rackology, well, Jason Overmiller is going to tell us about it right now. Jason, welcome to the show, and let's talk about Rackology and what makes it so special.
Well, I guess the first thing I'd like to say about us as a company is Eric's an agronomist. Some people call him the dirt doctor, but he's the expert at the plants, the whole fertilizer thing that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. So he's an agronomist, so that's his specialty. I'm a biologist. I'm a high school science teacher, and I actually did my master's in biology on antler growth and deer nutrition. So after doing this research and discovering kind of what deer actually need, the thing that kept coming to my mind and sticking out was deer need these nutrients in a specific ratio. And it was something that I wasn't specifically finding out there. And so I just created our own products. We used them ourselves for almost 2 years before people started seeing game camera pictures. They started wanting to use our products. And at the time, I was literally still mixing a 5-gallon bucket. And even after we got the product started to be made and put into bags, plain white bags, I spent years of researching this with my masters and developing it. And I didn't want anybody to know about it. I know that sounds kind of backwards, right? Like everybody makes something to make money off it. I wanted it for my own use, for my own deer use. And I guess what happened after that was one thing led to another. People seeing the game camera pictures, seeing the results we're getting. And after about a year or two of prying to get me to even carry it in some local stores, I finally caved and was like, all right, fine, I'll let you carry it here. But what I really didn't want was, because I knew what my research was all about, and the reason why I didn't want anybody knowing about it is because I didn't want somebody trying to copy it. And I figured by now, if nobody else has done the same research, then I'm just going to keep it to myself. Well, fast forward a few years, we've obviously came a long ways. And the thing that's really got us into this industry is people pulling us in. Hey, we want your products. Where can we get them? Where can we sell them at? Things like that. And you know, the products we have, we get this all day long. What separates you from everybody else? Well, like I said, our nutrients, our vitamin and mineral concentrates, those products, the ratios are correct for deer. This wasn't formulated for cattle. It's not a repurposed livestock product with a deer sticker slapped on it. It's legitimate for deer with the right ratios. They'll actually absorb it. Our attractant, deer love it. Our food plots are ratioed so that one or two of the seed types doesn't come up and the other one doesn't because it's out-competed. Eric ensured that all the seeds that are in our products are ratioed for each other. They complement each other. There's nurse crops that go with it. We got a food plot fertilizer that a number of the people that we've been visiting with here in the industry are absolutely wild over, and it's our food plot fertilizer as one that not only is it just a fertilizer, but you can actually supplement your deer through your food plot with it. So we've provided the plants with a form of minerals that they can take up. So normally the plant would take up what it needs. Plants don't care about what the deer get out of them. But by putting it in this certain form, it allows the plant to take up this nutritional value. So you increase the nutrients into the plant by the components in the fertilizer. The other components in our fertilizer make the soil microbes super healthy. And what that does in turn then is it causes them to decompose all this dead organic matter that's locked up in the soil. And because it's locked up in the soil, plants can't get it. But with the components that allow these bacteria to do their job, now all of a sudden, not only do we provide the minerals and nutrients the plant needs, but our fertilizer is also unlocking nutrients that are already in the soil via the bacteria that allow for the plants to uptake it. So a lot of states where you can't supplement, people are going crazy over this because you can now supplement your deer through your food plot. We're not baiting, it's not putting out mineral. and states that even though you can feed or put out supplement, a lot of people are taking notice of this fertilizer and going, man, this is something that, you know, not only is it really cheap to put out, you can spend thousands of dollars supplementing, or you can put out the fertilizer a couple times a year and get the same aspect. And it's in a granular form. Every particle that hits the ground has got that nutrients in it, versus other fertilizers where there might be a particle over here that's got a nitrogen or a phosphorus, or a particle over here. Every particle that hits the ground has got everything. All of the boron, the magnesium, the zinc, etc. that's all in there is on every pellet. And it's totally absorbable by the plants. So that's kind of a very short spiel of, you know, our main product line. We've got our brassica mix, which is our annual, our staging zone, our brassica mix. We got our plot 365, which is our perennial plot. Awesome group of plants that we got in that that's highly nutritious. We got our sanctuary, which is our bedding zone. You can use it as a green screen. You can put it around your stand, use it to get into your stand. If you got property that you need a bedding area on, that's kind of the main purpose we had of this, is your neighbors may have a lot of bedding area and you don't. You can plant this, gets 8 to 14 feet tall depending on your soil, water, etc. So they got a great bedding area. They can also eat the plants that make up the bedding area, and we added brassicas and clovers in with it so they can have a snack in their bedroom, helping them to give them a reason to stay on your property instead of somebody else's. So, you know, you can get on our website, rackology.org. You can check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us there to, you know, to kind of follow our day-to-day progress or whatever. But rackology.org, you can read up about each product that we have, and I guess grow with us and send us an email if you guys have questions. I mean, we're open to any of that.
Thanks so much, and you covered a lot. Now I'm going to take some still shots of the products that they had, and that'll be posted up on Whitetail Rendezvous. But I wanted to say thanks a lot, and I enjoyed meeting you and Eric and seeing how your business is going.
Yeah, good to get back with you again, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for another episode of Whitetail Rendezvous, where you can listen and learn from the experts so you can be more successful on your next hunt. Until next time, listen, learn, and succeed.